Well, sports fans, it happened again. Another Yankees season comes to a disappointing end thanks to the shit relief pitching of Chapman. Fuck, I hate this guy. He's just... Last year with Houston with the home run, and I still remember that fucking smile that was on his face after he gave up that home run. I don't see what he was smiling about. But as usual, another year went by. Cashman really didn't do anything for the pitching. He goes out and gets Garrett Cole. It's one pitcher, and he wasn't quite up to the task. He was pretty good last night, but there was a lot of walks. He hit a guy, he gave up that home run. He was good when we needed him to be great. And in the first game of the series, he gave up 3 home runs, but the offense bailed his ass out. So, the pitching is still a problem. Now, if Brian Cashman ever watches this, if for some weird reason he's still the Yankees general manager, and if I own a team he would not be, you got to get better pitching. Cole's not good enough. He was on the wrong end of that loss in the World Series last year. He's good when we need great. Paxton's garbage. Happ is garbage. Tanaka's garbage. Sanchez is a bum. Stanton, pulls a few home runs out of his ass. But then, last night, he just stood there and didn't even swing at that last strike. He had a look on his face like he didn't care. Season's over. I'm going to go soak up the California sun. Do whatever it is I do. He did everything, but just hold up a sign that said, "Hello, I'm the whiffer. I want to go home now." I saw no emotion. I didn't really care. It's like, season's over. I got my big payday for hardly showing up. And, Stanton and Judge will probably be back next year. Who wants to take on those contracts? And they're just going to get injured. And they're going to do nothing. And this team, I don't know, they can't. It's either a home run or they're not going to score. It was the same problem last year. Was this problem addressed? No. Cashman signed one pitcher and was like, yay, I did a good enough job. He didn't do a good enough job. And him and Boone with that stupid shit of bringing in that Davies or whatever that guy was in game 2 and then bringing in Happ. I don't know. So, and I guess Cashman was in on that. I guess he's trying to be the Rays. Don't try to impersonate the Rays. Just build a good Yankees team. Although maybe in some way you guys should impersonate the Rays. Having a team that can play well together and actually score with runners in scoring position, play with emotion and fire, and actually care. Because I think it's time to start over for this current lineup. Mostly it's been together since 2017. There's been a league championship series, lost to Houston, then a division series, lost to Boston, then a league championship series, lost to Houston again, and then another division series lost this time to Tampa. So this year they went backwards. They didn't progress forward. The goal was to make and win the World Series. They didn't even make the World Series. Meanwhile, the Houston team that's 2 games under 500 is in the league championship series. They don't even have Verlander. So the pitching for the Yankees is a problem. The basic, scoring, hitting with runners in scoring position is a problem. But the real problem is heart. There's no heart. They don't have the mental toughness to win. The Yankees from 96 to 2000, they wanted to win. They hated to lose. O'Neill, Jeter, Brocious, those guys, Rivera, they wanted to win. They hated to lose. Losing would make them sick. This current crop of Yankees, no heart, no mental toughness. They don't have it. Sometimes you just gotta dismantle the roster and start over again. This is just one of those times. It's been a 4-year run. You've achieved nothing. 2 division series losses, 2 losses in the league championship series, no pennant since 2009, and piss poor marginal pitching, never addressed by Cashman. Boone, I'm not really enthralled with him as manager. He shouldn't be back. Paxton should be fired. Paxton and Tanaka have to go. Chapman should go. I mean, this guy has cost the Yankees. He's been the season-ending pitcher on home runs 2 years in a row for the Yankees in the playoffs. And let's not forget, he almost cost the Cubs the 2016 World Series with that home run that he gave up late in the game. So he's not dependable. And he should have been gone last year as soon as he smiled after that home run. Who hit that for the Astros? Oh, what's that guy's name? I think it was Altuve that hit it. But to smile after giving up the season-ending home run last year, and then to be brought back, and he comes in, he does the same thing. The guy's not the answer. Hap is clearly not the answer. He's a terrible pitcher. Paxton, he's no good. Hart, Judge, and Stanton, no mental toughness. Frazier, he's just, or Sanchez, this roster, as constructed, will not win a World Series. They lack the heart, they lack the mental toughness, and they don't know how to hit with runners in scoring position. It's either hit a home run, hit a bunch of home runs, or they're not going to win. And that caught up to them again. And now they'll be sitting home watching Tampa Bay play Houston and watch Los Angeles play Atlanta. The talent is there. It's to a point. But the pitching is terrible, and even worse, there's no mental toughness for the Yankees. There's no heart. It's like, yeah, it's over, we're done. You just look at Stanton last night when he struck out. He didn't care. He was like, I'm ready for the season to be over. Great, let's go home. They could have won that game. They could have won that series, but pitching, no good. Hitting, it's home run or nothing. So it's time, Yankees. Just clean house, start over, overhaul the roster. This team has constructed cannot and will not win a world championship. They lack the heart, they lack the mental toughness, it's plain as day. Oh, as bonus, here's the overcast sky. There you go there.